Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Coffee Rant with Dano. Tonight, we're drinking Dunkin', non-coconut-free Dunkin'. Coconut-free Dunkin' coffee. It says it on the label. There's no signs of coconut anywhere. However, there's no signs of coconut anywhere on Great Value by Walmart cashews. However, there is a recall that could have landed someone like me in the hospital or worse. We're going to go over this here. There's been thank you to who have looked at this, and there were some of our viewers that know that I am allergic to coconut and had put this on, that had sent me a couple emails. Some people have left it down in the comments. We are going to discuss this as it is all over the news, and we're seeing more and more products like this with things that are in products that are, when they find out, right? When whoever finds out, it's immediately on recall due to allergens. This one would have proven pretty bad for me. And this one really hit home as to where I will first say I have never had any Great Value peanuts. Never have bought any peanuts from Great Value, but I love honey roasted peanuts, and I would be very quick to maybe look at a good deal like that and pick them up. So we're going to read from USA Today, Fox Business, ABC News. A lot of people have done some different articles on this. They all say the same thing. We're going to read a little bit from USA Today. So this recall, they go on to say Great Value cashews sold at Walmart stores in 30 states recalled, as the FDA says. Undeclared allergens were detected in, quote, Great Value brand cashews sold at Walmart, resulting in a voluntary recall by the manufacturer. Quick on the voluntary. John P. Sanfilippo and Son Incorporated, the company that makes and sells Great Value honey roasted cashews, among other nut products, said Tuesday that it was recalling a, quote, limited amount of the product because it may contain undeclared coconut and milk. Undeclared coconut and milk. A consumer first reported the discovery finding coconut cashews within a container labeled as honey roasted cashews, according to the FDA. So, voluntary recall, but someone has found coconut cashews within a container, according to the FDA. Now, this is coming from the FDA, so, let's see. An investigation confirmed the results, identifying a, quote, limited number of incorrect honey roasted cashew labels applied to the plastic cans of coconut cashews during the manufacturing process. To be fair, I look at everything before I eat something. I've always been that way. I'm that person that gets a burger from somewhere and I'm like dissecting it, looking, make sure, everything's fine with the burger. So I probably would have noticed right away, unless maybe I'm traveling in my car to do a video for you guys and I'm quickly opening something for a snack and did not notice. Okay, not saying that would have happened, but it could have happened. Let's see. It wasn't immediately clear how many tins of 8.25 ounce cans of Great Value honey roasted cashews were recalled, but the item was made available for purchase at select Walmart stores in 30 different states. Consumers have yet to report any adverse reactions after making contact with the product. Here's how to check whether your tin of honey roasted cashews was recalled, including whether you can get a full refund for the purchase. Recalled cashew tins have a specific label description and best if used by date. The, quote, limited amount, I like how they keep quoting that, limited amount, but it's possible of 30 states, so pay attention. So this is how you can tell. Great Value honey roasted cashews label name is the first thing that is said. So there's the first sign of deception. Best if used by date of July 8th, 2025. GH2 label on the bottom of the plastic can. So that'll be the label at the bottom of the can with the date. A plastic can that contains 8.25 ounces of honey roasted cashews with a blue wrap around the label. Now this is confusing because this is what that product is as well. So it's the same thing. This is where I'm a little, I don't know. The universal product code on this is 0787-421-33348. Again, the product code is 0787-421-33348. The product was sold at Walmart.com and at Walmart stores in Alabama, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Kansas, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Missouri, Mississippi, North Carolina, Nebraska, New Jersey, New Mexico, Nevada, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Vermont, and West Virginia. Now, guys, I'll tell you what. So that is it. That's all the information that we have on it. We have the product code. You can check out the FDA's website if you wish. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm glad I'm not a big buyer of great value honey roasted cashews. I love honey roasted cashews. So like I said, I was just at Walmart. As a matter of fact, this morning, I put out a Walmart video on things, prices going up, also finding some, whatever good deals we can. We talked about this a little bit of some different things going on. But here we are. Here we are with great value cashews, with an undeclared allergen. This one would probably have landed me in the hospital because, if I would have not known, and like I said, if I would have just blindly started eating them, I have had minute amounts of coconut and it's not affected me. And I've done that in negligence when I was younger. And I was like, those Body Armor drinks, Body Armor, I had about half of one of those one time and I just started thinking, I was like, felt like my fingers were a little tingly. Okay, I know it sounds weird, and then I look at the description and it's coconut water. And I'm like, oh. And I never went to the doctor and I was fine, but we found out the hard way when I was younger, actually eating a Mounds candy bar when I was younger, and it did not go over well. And anybody who has any kind of allergen knows that, your throat, at least this is what happened with me. My throat was closing. I was breaking out in hives. But since then in my adult life, I have like accidentally just had things with coconut in them and it hasn't really affected me too much. The last time that I remember, I was still fairly young, probably in my late teens when I was drinking the Body Armor, maybe a little older than that. And I was working out a lot and the Body Armor, is supposed to be good for you. But, when you're young, you're not paying attention to a lot of these different things. And come to find out it was coconut water that was in it. So anyway, not, and for anyone that has an allergy, this is very important. Very important that we pay attention to these things. That's why I love doing what we do on the channel here. Because I could have very easily bought those. Or somebody else who is allergic to coconut. Or milk. Apparently there's a milk additive in that as well. Either coconut or milk. Maybe coconut milk. Not really sure. It is pretty vague. I'm sure this will get a lot bigger. This happened overnight to where we already know that it's been delivered to 30 states. Voluntary recall. That's what I think is funny. Like, this has happened. It's been reported that it's happened. Yet, I get it. You weren't forced to do a recall, but it's good that you did. It's good that you did before someone ended up in the hospital, right? Nobody's been affected yet. Not yet. Right? So hopefully we're getting the information out here fast enough to where if you do have an allergy to this, then you're able to throw it away. Get your money back. Don't throw it away. Get your money back. Always get your money back. They always say discard first. I say get your money back. Always. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's a penny. You make them pay you back for something that was wrong. That was, not your fault. Anyway, guys, that is all I got. This was just a quick little coffee rant, drinking the coconut-free Dunkin' here, at least for now, right? Doesn't smell like coconut. So, yeah, I wasn't even going to put anything out here tonight. I was going to try and relax, and I saw this thing about coconut, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, this, it really does. You really do think about these things when it hits home, because you think, wow, I eat a lot of peanuts. And I love honey roasted peanuts. I do. I could have easily bought those, and that could have. They were distributed in Ohio too. So I don't know. I don't know. Take it for what you will. I am just the messenger. Hopefully, we're able to get this out here quick enough. It's all over the news too. I feel like the news is starting to pick a lot of these things up very quickly now because of how much social media is pushing these things out as fast as possible. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing because we need to get this information out as fast. Doesn't matter how or who or what. It's just that you're getting it out here. Because I'll tell you what, it's Friday night, and I sure would have hated to be spending my Friday night and weekend in the hospital because I ate some great value coconut cashews. So, don't get me wrong, I love Walmart. I love great value products. This was a mistake. This is something that got into the wrong can. Just hopefully everybody becomes aware of this. But there's more and more things like this happening today where we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention to everything. Read the labels. Read everything. Make sure that what you are putting into your body is safe. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.